Here is the next video discussing about Docker Toolkit. In the last video, we saw how this communication happens. That is, we saw how we can pass JSON RPC through this connection, MCP gateway connection offered by Docker Toolkit, to communicate to any MCP server selected in the Docker desktop. Hi, welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Shogini. On this channel, we showcase hands-on demos and insights into AI automation and no-code tools. We have created several Make.com modules to simplify no-code automation for you. Subscribe and join us on this journey into the future of technology. Here is the Docker desktop and the hundreds of MCP servers that are available through the Docker desktop MCP toolkit section. And here we have the selected MCP servers, currently enabled MCP servers. And the beauty is Docker gives you a unified interface through which a single client call can access all these enabled MCP servers as tools. So what we will do is we will use this Docker tool, which is an MCP server provided by Docker Toolkit, to execute any of our custom Docker image. What we will do is, so we have this Docker MCP server enabled. We will create a Docker image limited to just an adding Docker image, which will add 2 numbers. Okay, that will be our custom Docker image. Remember, you can change this custom Docker image to any other image that you want based on your application. Idea is Claude Desktop AI will be able to detect and get the parameters required for this Docker image and pass the parameters to the Docker image while running the Docker container and get the response back and give it to us. So this will be an AI-driven container execution. Are you getting what we are trying to do? Let's see it's working. Can you add 5 and 6 using the add tool Docker image? So it's asking permission to run the MCP Docker gateway. You know what it's doing first? It is doing Docker images to get the list of images and see which image is doing the addition. And it found the image name and it is inspecting that image to find out the parameters it's expecting. See the incredible thing it's doing? And it is passing the 2 parameters. I'm expecting A and B through environment variable. It has automatically detected the way the image expects the parameters, and it added and gave the answer here. See this? Are you able to see the flow coming back to this image? So in this Claude desktop, I asked it to add 2 numbers using a Docker image. I didn't tell which image. So it executed Docker images through this MCP Docker server, got the list of images and found the matching image. I have already named the image add 2 numbers. So it could detect the image. Then it executed Docker inspect command with that image name to get the parameters it is expecting. Then it executed the container with the parameters extracted from our query and executed the Docker custom container and got the response back. Okay, so here argument is Docker images, and here we have the response. Here you will see here, add 2 numbers, Docker image. Let me run it to add 5 and 6. And then what the command it executed this command, add 2 numbers with 5 and 6 as the command line parameters. It didn't work. So what it's saying is, let me inspect the Docker image. So it executed the inspect command. and it figured out that it is expecting environment variables A and B to be set. So here it is executing docker run command with -e, which sets the environment variable A and B. And here is the image name, and it got the response back. See here, answer 11. You got the entire flow. Now all I need to do is to show you the Docker file. Here is the Docker file. That is the single file using which I have created this image. See here, from Alpine latest, environment variable A and B. So this tells the Claude desktop saying that we are expecting A and B. So from this Docker file, it detected the parameters that we are using, and we are replying with the sum here. Just to summarize what we have done, we have created a custom Docker image and created Docker build with the tag giving it a meaningful name, because that is the only way it is able to locate the image. Okay, and then Claude desktop is able to locate the image and identify the parameters it's expecting and pass the parameters and get the answer. In the next video, what we are going to do is we will replace one of these MCP servers with our custom MCP server so that tool description is available to Claude. In this setup, Docker image itself acts as the tool description. In the next setup, we will see how we can make it look like an official Docker MCP catalog based MCP server. And after that, once that is tested, you can go for your approval with Docker to incorporate your MCP server also as a part of the Docker catalog. Give your valuable comments. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Your support really helps. Have ideas or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. Let's build together. At Shogini, we offer expert NoCodeMake.com and Python AI automation consulting with ready-to-use modules to jumpstart your projects. Stay tuned and subscribe for more.